As the saying goes, the fruit does not fall far from the tree. Call that metaphor or biology. But in basketball, that is close to reality. As close as every father or son with the sport of basketball in their blood could be. I am Loyzaga. Join me as we find out why even in basketball, that cliche, like father, like son, there's actually some truth to it. Here on Basketball Almanac.
Jaworski bleeding from the mouth. But if there's a dead ball situation, now they can call for a 30-second injury timeout.
Fathers work hard to raise a family, but some fathers play basketball and create a legacy. In the PBA, they are legends who defined a generation. But for their sons, these fathers are more than just inspiration. Imagine idolizing these basketball stars. Now imagine calling one of them Dad. Imagine having to live under father's enormous shadow.
Oh! Kiefer on the move, hinahabol ni Rivas. Kiefer making.
Well, in the PBA, they're a handful of second-generation players. Some were able to match, if not surpass, their father's achievements. But how do these second-generation cagers actually compare to their dads? We start off with brothers Chito and Joey Loyzaga, sons of two-time Olympian Carlos "The Big Difference" Loyzaga.
The big Kaloy Loyzaga, of course, is a legend of Philippine basketball. So, Chito and Joey Loyzaga, yun yung nauna before si Dudut, galing kay Coach Jaworski. Pag masyadong mabigat yung sinusundan mo, sometimes it weighs heavily on the sons. Pero minsan naman, na-overcome ng mga bata yon and are able to build a bigger name. Never easy following your father's footsteps. But of course, meron ka ng susundan. Depende sa paghawak ng bata kung paano niya tatahakin.
The elder Loyzaga never played for the PBA but made a huge mark on the international scene. He was a two-time gold medalist in the Asian Basketball Confederation, or what we now know as the FIBA Asia Cup. But his greatest feat was leading the Philippines to a bronze medal finish in the World Basketball Championship. While the Big Difference was an all-around offensive dynamo, his sons carved their niche as brilliant defenders and long-range shooters. They even played with the crowd favorites Ginebra San Miguel under the legendary coach Robert Jaworski. And speaking of which, one of the PBA's greatest players is called the Big J.
Loses the handle, gave to Jaworski behind the back dribble.
But who would have expected that one day there would be a small J? Robert Jaworski Jr. certainly had some slightly gigantic shoes to fill. His PBA career playing alongside his father after being drafted 10th overall by the Gin Kings.
Out to Jaworski. Here he comes again.
As to the Big J's legendary professional career, there's really nothing more to add, with a total career output of 11,760 points in 23 years in the PBA, while Dodot, his career high was 9 points. Oh well. Like the Big J, another basketball great, Ato Agustin, also had a son who suited up in the PBA. Mark Agustin entered the league as a draft pick of Petron, the erstwhile San Miguel Beer squad, which his dad handled in the year, but his career path was nowhere near the Atom Bomb's achievements. The elder Agustin was a PBA Hall of Famer, an All-Star pick several times over, and a Grand Slam winning player with the San Miguel Beermen. His son may have tried to match Ato's exploits, but hardly did so with a rather forgettable stint in the professional league. In 1989, a 6'4" power forward out of UP Diliman rose to power. Benji Paras was drafted first overall by the Shell Turbochargers. And in that same year, the Tower of Power immediately made ripples, matching up well and even outplaying the likes of legends Mon Fernandez and Abet Gedabin. And with that, he achieved something no other player in PBA history has ever done, winning the Rookie of the Year and the MVP award at the same time.
Si Benji kasi may lahing Amerikano. Johnson ang middle name ni Benji. So, bata pa lang yan, malakas na yan. Kung bumabato ng shot put yan, pinupulot lang, iniitsa lang. At kung dumunk yan, pupulutin lang yung bola, tatalo na siya, dadunk niya. So, he was born really strong. Yung power innate sa kanya, ang nag-grow kay Benji yung understanding on how to win, how to compete. Talagang brute force. Kaya nga, one of the strongest players na nakasabay ko, nakasama ko, at nakita ko na kayang lumaban maski sa mga higante ng global stage.
No wonder his sons are showing the same power and athleticism that he once displayed during his heydays. His eldest, Andre, was a rebounding monster. While Kobe, the youngest, well, you see for yourself. Perhaps the only difference between Benji and Kobe would be their playing positions and approach to the game.
6 feet, but Kobe Paras.
Kobe loves roaming around the wings, while Benji is used to patrolling the lanes.
Hindi mo sila pwedeng ikumpara kasi it's a case of apples and oranges. They're good, both good. The father is a legend, a proven talent, many-time winner, champion in all levels that he has played in. Si Kobe, yun ang pupuntahan niya. Naniniwala naman ako na may kakayahan yung bata. Sa kaya niyang gawin at kaya niyang marating based sa upside at learning curve na mayroon yung manlalarong si Kobe.
Ravena and Jeron Teng. Oh, what a behind the back! What a finish from Kobe!
Now, the 6'6" prodigy is a member of the national team and is on track for a promising career in the pros.
Yes, that was wicked from Kobe Paras.
Now, here's another father and son tandem that you'll find interesting. The Aguilars. Peter and Japet both played for the Ginebra franchise. But here's the catch. Peter showed potential but did not quite make it far, spending just 5 seasons in the league as a backup to the Gin Kings' more illustrious big man. His son was the complete opposite, starring in many unforgettable Ginebra wars as the Gin Kings' high-leaping, power-dunking forward. Japet is also a consistent member of the national team. Talk about the son clearly following in and leaping over the father's footsteps. Norman Black, one of the PBA's best imports, helped the defunct Santa Lucia Realtors with their first league title, the 2001 Governor's Cup Championship. But that would not have been possible without Black's stepson, Chris Tan. The second-string guard stepped up during the dying seconds of Game 6 by nailing the title-clinching three-pointer in front of his stepdad to nip San Miguel 75-72 and close out the series 4-2. And by the way, Chris's stepbrother, Aaron Black, just won a championship with the Ateneo Blue Eagles in UAAP Season 80. It's all in the genes, they say, but not all second-generation ballers could play. And by playing, we mean someone who's exceptional or phenomenal. And we know one, and his name is Kiefer. Which brings us to the question, which Ravena is better? Father and son tandems in sports shouldn't really come as a surprise. Many of our favorite cagers actually come from athletic families, but sharing the same DNA is not always a guarantee of success.
Merong genetic factor yan. Kung ano yung nakikita mo sa tatay, in terms of their physical and physiological attributes, malamang makita mo rin dun sa anak pagdating sa physical. Pagdating sa strength, pagdating sa type of muscle, pagdating sa iba pang measurements ng katawan, malamang susunod din yan dun sa measurements ng nanay at saka ng tatay.
Zigzagging his way to a pass.
According to experts, genetics are not the exclusive determinants. A huge influencing factor is also the environment.
Pag tinignan mo sa sports, malakas ang effect ng pag-iisip, ng character, ng psychology ng bata, yung psyche niya, yan nakukuha na yan sa environment. Kung ano yung palagi nilang nakikita, ano yung palagi nilang na-experience, at ano yung pinag-uusapan nila sa hapagkainan. Malamang, yun ang magbibigay ng ideya dun sa bata kung ano yung mga standards nila as a family, ano yung kanilang character as a family. So pagsamahin mo yun, kumbaga yun yung magiging formula para kung ano man yung tatay at yung nanay, malamang yung anak ganun din.
Patrimonio de la Basket Pumared. Ravena asking for the low post pass. Ravena takes it inside.
Case in point, the Ravenas. The father, former PBA Rookie of the Year Bong Ravena, was a consistent high scorer and defender. The mother, Mozi Ravena, once played volleyball for the University of Santo Tomas.
Sa bahay, alam mo yon, lahat kami sports sa pinag-usapan, volleyball, basketball. Nagiging sila, yung athlete mentality sila. So, nasa sports na sila nag-end up. So, kaya nagustuhan nila to be an athlete. Yun ang talaga yung bonding namin sa basketball court, sa gym.
Combining their parents' physical attributes and skill sets. You've got Kiefer, the top rookie of the NLEX Road Warriors and the Gilas Pilipinas national team. 30, one of the vital cogs of UAAP champion team Ateneo. And Danny, a blossoming Ateneo volleyball. Kiefer, the eldest of the Ravena siblings, recalls learning classic basketball moves from dad.
Nakalimutan na supposedly yung mga moves dati. Ngayon, kayo na yung mga ginagaya ng mga players ngayon, especially ng mga kabataan, sila Steph Curry, sila Kyrie Irving, sila LeBron James, James Harden. Pero yung iba, nakakalimutan na nila kung gaano kadali yung basketball sa mga ibang players before. So yun yung ginagaya ko na baka ito hindi na nila napapanood kasi syempre natabunan na luma na So ito yung gagayain ko na kung ba't sila minsan nagugulat na parang, uy, ba't parang may ganun? Pwede pala yun, pwede palang ganun yung gawin mo.
They find Kiefer outside.
Living with athletic parents certainly has a lot of perks, including the 24/7 side training on and off court.
We used to work out together and practice my skills, do shooting, do one-on-ones. Kasi yun yung mga bagay na naramdaman niya na mga kailangan ko pang i-improve para ready ako sa next level.
Very ako sa mga little things yung mga situations, anong gagawin mo, do you need to score? If you're up, do you need to score or you have to dish out with your teammates? Alam mo yun, yung mga ganyan, little things, mostly as a team, yung decision making.
Bong and Kiefer may not share the same playing style and position, with the father thriving in the perimeter while the son enjoying the drive in this game. They still have notable similarities. Both have quick hands and excellent footwork. Most of all, both thrive in the heat of battle. Kiefer also admits inheriting crafty court instincts from his dad.
Hindi naman ako kalakihan So kailangan pag nandun ka sa loob ng paint, kailangan madiskarte ka sa ano mga gagawin mo. So para sa akin, isa yun sa mga bagay na na-inherit ko sa dad ko.
If I'm going to compare Kiefer to my skills, iba na, nag-evolve na siya. Kasi ako before basic lang Siya marami ng moves, ganyan.
But even with all the overwhelming praises from the basketball community, the younger Ravena still could not escape comparisons to dad.
You're under the microscope, Every move, everything you do will be watched over, criticized. May masasabi mga tao. Okay, second generation siya. Tingnan nga natin kung at par or if he's good as advertised. But at the same time, it's attention. Not a lot of people get that much attention. And me having athletes as parents gave me that. And for me, I have that social responsibility of projecting myself to the best level possible on the court and off the court to represent my family name well.
Kiefer's PBA career has only just begun, but as early as now, he's already showing signs of a long and fruitful career ahead. Aside from their last names, former PBA hotshot Bong Ravena and his son Kiefer have one thing in common. Both have been teammates with the ageless rock, Asi Taulava. Taulava played with Bong in Mobiline, the predecessor of the Talk and Text Katropa, from 2000 to 2005. 12 years later, the 45-year-old big man would play for NLEX and team up with Bong's eldest son, Kiefer, who was drafted number 2 by the Warriors in 2017. There are some sons who are better than their fathers. But there are certainly dads in basketball who are so legendary that it is simply impossible to fill their shoes. But then again, we must ask, is it really fair to compare?
Ravena. Di may pagpagsinusam. Ravena the turnaround.
For most second-generation cagers, living up the challenge is living up to the father's reputations. Kiefer Ravena, we all know, is an exception, but the Phenom is not alone in this category.
Casio goes over to Jeron Teng, looking to attack immediately. Kinaliwa, pasok.
Meet Jeron Teng, second son of former San Miguel Beermen center Alvin Teng.
Nagmamadali, fakes the pass to the trailer, Teng!
This Alaska Aces newbie has already made a name way back from his collegiate years and has even won championships with the De La Salle Green Archers. In his 14 years as a San Miguel Beerman from the late 80s to the 90s, Alvin Teng was a feared inside operator known for his hard-nosed defense. Hence the nickname RoboCop for his impregnable presence inside the paint.
Siguro wala akong pinipili. Kahit sinong binabantay ko, import lahat. So, kahit bumabagsak ako, basta laro lang ako. Yun ang aking sipag lang talaga. Kaya lagi ko sinasabi sa mga anak ko eh. Kaya tumatagal ako dahil sinisipagan ko sa pagbabasketball.
But Alvin's court virtues are in stark contrast to his sons, who are skillful offensive players.
Sobrang iba kami naglaro ng dad ko dahil dad ko center siya before. Kami ng brother ko, guards kami, wing. Pero siguro yung namana ako sa dad ko is yung physical attributes ko. Dami nagkasabi na katawan ko daw na mahana ako sa dad ko, na malapad, na malakas. Kasi dati tawag sa dad ko RoboCop eh. So, yun, nung growing up, niloko na RoboKid, anak ni RoboCop.
Jeron has yet to earn his stripes in the Big Boys Club, but it's safe to say that he has what it takes to live up to expectations.
Lagi sinasabi nila, Alvin, mas magaling sa'yo yung mga anak mo, kumpara sa'yo. Eh, nakakatuwa naman dahil kahit paano, di ba, yung retired na tayo, yung sinasabi nila, at least iba yung talent nila.
While it's easy to acquire the name and the genetics, the younger Teng knows the trend of his basketball DNA can replace the game's greatest equalizers: hard work, patience, and dedication.
Lagi namang kinikwento sa amin ng dad ko na yung time daw niya, basketball player, hindi daw siya yung ganong ka-talented talaga, pero dinaan niya talaga sa sipag. So, yun yung lecture tsaka value na bigay niya sa amin na to be hardworking. Kahit ngayon, nasa professional level na kami ng kapatid ko, kailangan pa rin lagi kami nagpa-practice at nag-improve every time. Yun lang talaga pinapaalala niya sa amin na maging hardworking dahil key to success sa basketball or kahit sa any sport is ano talaga pagsisikap talaga tsaka pag-training na mahirap. To be hardworking.
No doubt their dads played a role in their success, but no player makes it to the top solely because of name or lineage. Every player, regardless of genetics or upbringing, deserves credit for the work for making it in the big league.
Ako, naging proud ako dahil syempre dad ko. Siya talaga yung na-idolize ko sa basketball eh. Ever since basketball was introduced to me, siya na talaga yung parang role model ko in life eh. So, yun, I'm super proud every time someone compares me to my dad.
Some people are just so fortunate that basketball can be a father and son affair. Yet more than just preserving a legacy, for these fathers and sons, basketball has also been part of the family. My name is Loyzaga and Jaworski, and I'm saying, if you have a dad, just go to him and play basketball with him, or just have a beer with Papa. Cheers! This has been Basketball Almanac.